Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Politically Correct Ghana Lesson 346. And today being the 30th of December 2025, it's a double whammy. Today's discussion is titled Anthony Joshua's vehicular accident. What lessons can Ghana learn from it? Yesterday, 29th of December 2025, Anthony Joshua, the heavyweight boxer, and his crew were in Nigeria and had a vehicular accident with a Toyota Lexus or a Lexus, a luxury car, Lexus, a 4x4 utility car, on a highway, that's the expressway. Question is this, that I'm sorry, my condolences to the family of the deceased, those who lost their lives, the trainer and then a friend who lost their life, and I wish Anthony Joshua himself a speedy recovery. The souls of those who have departed, may God receive their souls. A minute of silence for them will do. All right, amen. Let's think of it this way. What lessons do we have in Ghana to learn from it? This happened in Nigeria, but Ghana has to learn some lessons from it. One is the vehicle. I'm getting a bit worried about the vehicle in the sense that a vehicle of that type, a Lexus, high-end car, should have an AEB, automatic emergency braking system in it, which it's supposed to, because all Lexus, modern Lexus trucks have them, such that it has cameras in addition. So when it's driving and it's running into head-on to a vehicle, they'll have to stop. So why didn't that vehicle stop? It's another question. So the investigators must look into that. What really happened? When Anthony Joshua is up and fit, he has to be quizzed as to what really happened. He may not remember a lot because that's what happens to the mind. But that accident itself could have been avoided. Toyota has to be checked. Toyota, the makers of Lexus, should be checked. How come that the vehicle did not stop to prevent the collision and save the lives? How come the Lexus did not stop in emergency such as that, knowing very well that it's a parked vehicle on the side of the road, on the shoulder of the road? It did not stop, such that the accident should not have happened and would have saved lives. Toyota has to answer that question. Okay, what are some of the lessons for us in Ghana here? Ghana has to first find out and then start thinking that now that we are building roads, if you look at our highways, the trunk roads are under construction. When they finish, will there be speed limits on? Inner city drive, no more than 50 kilometers per hour, that's 30 mph, miles per hour. Inner city drive, we have to enforce it. The police have to make sure, traffic cops must make sure that we deploy our traffic cops to ensure speed limits. Where it is 80 kilometers per hour, it should be 80 kilometers per hour, and then you should be arresting. That reminds me, the previous government under Nanado did come up with so many cameras for the roads. What are those cameras for? Let's ensure that the cameras are matched with the DVLA database, that any road offender, speed limit offenders must be issued automatically, issued a bill, and it has to go to their doorstep and they have to pay. Either than that, they get into the cooler through the courts. All right, that's just one bit of it. So the highways that we are coming up with, we should have speed limit no more than 80 kilometers per hour. Let us reduce the speed. Our current motorway, that's the Accra 1, which is a death trap as it stands now, should not be taking speed more than 70 kilometers per hour. It's just a death trap as it stands now. The last time I used it was a death trap. So many potholes and manholes on it. It's not good for purpose. It's not just fit, but we are using it. So for now we're using it, but then it has to keep a speed limit. We have to drop the speed limit down whilst we're patching the road. Okay, that's the motorway, the Accra motorway. Okay, then on the new roads to come, the highways that are being done from Kaswa all the way to, I don't know whether it's Takoradi or Cape Coast, and then one to Kumasi, the express highway in Kumasi and all that. Let's ensure that there are cameras on, speed cameras on, we check speed limits, we make sure that nobody drives past 80 kilometers per hour. Let's save lives. The other bit is that there was a parked vehicle on the road, and Anthony Joshua's car ran into the parked truck. Do you remember 2015-2016 when the then government of John Dramani Mahama wanted to introduce towing vehicle fees as a component of our DVLA renewals? That should come back. So DVLA CEO, look at that component and make sure that you fix in the towing. There should be tow vehicles on all sides of the road so that the moment it happens, you tow the vehicle away. No vehicle should be left untowed. Sport vehicle, truck, small vehicle, high Big vehicles should be left on the road when it gets spoiled for more than 30 minutes. It should be towed off. Within 30 minutes, it should be towed off. That will save lives. Then, of course, we have to make sure that all the vehicles coming in are properly, thoroughly checked. The other bit is that the licenses that we give our folks, 2015, 2016, the license regime was going to change. What stops it now? We have to bring it back in the sense that nobody who is not educated to the level of a senior secondary school should get a driver's license. The DVLA CEO and the DVLA should start implementing it, making sure that any renewal of a license, the driver, the holder of that old license or expired license must come with a SSCE or WASI certificate to show that he or she has passed English and mathematics and sciences. Then second bit, he or she has to go for a computerized test. Then, of course, must go for some written test too in addition so that we can determine whether the person can see, read, and write. It's about safety. The vehicles coming now are more sophisticated, so our drivers must also be educated to match up with. The name is H. Kwame Afaglo. Either we take these recommendations which are already existing. It's not anything new I'm inventing. They are existing. We're going to be losing lives. I'm sorry to say that I'm only doing this because Anthony Joshua, a famous person, has lost two of his friends. That's why I'm doing it. But if it is the reason I'm doing it, which it is, if a famous person's life is in danger and it calls for a change in policy, then it saves we the poor as well. The name is Kwame Afaglo. Thank you.